Hi everyone, I'm Nicole Antonelli, and today I'm going to be drawing a transverse section of the spinal cord. So first I'm going to start out by drawing the main shape. This is the anterior side, and this is the posterior side. So the first things we notice here, we have the anterior median fissure, which is a wide deep groove on the anterior surface. And on the other side, we notice the posterior median sulcus, which is a narrow groove on the posterior surface. Next, I'm going to draw the gray matter, and it's kind of butterflied or H-shaped, and it consists of nerve cell bodies and dendrites. It has 3 horns. The anterior ventral gray horn contains somatic motor neuron cell bodies. The lateral gray horn contains cell bodies of autonomic motor neurons. And finally, the posterior dorsal gray horn contains neuron cell bodies that receive impulses from sensory neurons. Also within the gray matter, we have the gray commissure, which is a narrow bridge of gray matter that connects the right and left sides of gray matter in the middle of the spinal cord. We also have the central canal, which is in the center of the gray commissure, and it contains cerebrospinal fluid. Surrounding the gray matter, we have the white matter. It's made up of white myelinated axons, and it contains 3 columns. We have the anterior white column, the posterior white column, and also the lateral white column. So I also want to add this part to my drawing. And this would also be on the other side, but I'm just going to draw it on one side for simplicity. Here we have the posterior dorsal root, which carries sensory fibers. The posterior dorsal root ganglion is a bulge in the posterior dorsal root, and it consists of somatic sensory neuron cell bodies that synapse onto interneuron and/or motor neuron cell bodies in the spinal gray matter. Here we also have the anterior ventral root, which carries motor fibers. And this can also be labeled as the spinal nerve. And there you have it. This is a transverse section of the spinal cord. Thank you, and I hope you learned something.